Shot. If you don't know, it's game where there is a number of imposters who go around killing the crewmates. Depending on who you are, you can either win by killing everyone or tricking everyone to vote for the innocents. Or if you're a crewmate, you win by voting out the imposters or completing all of the tasks, like that ever happens. And there will be a few things different from the game. Also thanks for 70k views. It had been already 2 hours since launch. 10 people were on board. However, there was supposed to be only 8 on board. The crew was notified immediately and they know there is 2 imposters now. Izuku knew who they were. That's because he was one of them. The other was a guy named Bakugo. Their mission: kill everyone on board. The reason they were doing this is because the crewmates were on a mission to discover new life and a rival agency wanted to be the first to do so. They just have to stay calm and kill without being seen. But Izuku already felt like someone knew who he was. This girl in a pink spacesuit was sitting beside him and she seemed curious about him. You nervous? The girl finally spoke up. Why yeah. Izuku was nervous. He had never killed in his life. Bakugo probably did, but Izuku never thought about causing harm to anyone before. Yeah, me too. It's crazy that we have people who aren't supposed to be here. What's your name? The girl asked. Izuku couldn't see her face completely. Their spacesuits weren't see-through. My name's Izuku Midoriya. Izuku was also nervous that he was speaking to a girl. At least he thought it was a girl. My name's Ochako Uraraka. Nice to meet you, Midoriya. Ochako smiled, but Izuku couldn't tell. Alright, listen up. Communications are broken, and the imposters also have some control over the ship, so we are unable to determine who the imposters are. We are having several problems with the ship, so everyone take a list and make sure you complete them. If we do that, we will all be fine. And whoever is in the imposter, just know you hope we don't find out, the captain named Lita explained. He handed everyone a clipboard for their tasks. Well, nice meeting you, Midoriya. Hopefully we see each other again and get through this. Ochako looked over her tasks. Why yeah, you too. Izuku looked over his own task and he realized something. He didn't know how to do anything. He was told he would have to fake tasks, but he doesn't understand how he is supposed to do that. Alright everyone, take a walkie-talkie and report anything that may be important. Also, there is an emergency button right here on the table if needed. Good luck, the captain says, and everyone goes on their own. Izuku walked on his own, looking around the ship. There was lots of rooms and hallways. He passed by several people, but they were always with someone else, so he never got the chance to kill anyone. He went to his first fake task in electrical. When he got there, he had found Ochako doing her own task. Hey Midoriya. Ochako waved to him as she fixed some wires. Hey, what are you doing? Izuku walked up to her. Fixing some wires. What are you doing here? What's your task? Ochako questioned. I also have to fix some wires, Izuku explained. Story continues below. Alright, just 1 second. I'm almost done. Ochako says as she finished up. Izuku heard something slam and the door behind him was shut. What happened? Izuku hot jumped scared. The imposters must have done that. Remember, the captain said that the imposters have control of the ship, so they must have shut the door. Weird that they shut this door though. Ochako stayed calm. Then that means this is my chance to kill her. But she is pretty nice. And innocent. I don't know if I can. Izuku was really starting to doubt this whole plan. What's the matter, Midoriya? Are you scared? Ochako walked up to him. I mean. Kinda. Izuku didn't know what to say in this situation. It's alright. We will all get through this. Together. Once again Izuku couldn't tell that she was smiling, but he still felt touched. But at the same time he was supposed to kill her. This is a good time to kill her. But I can't. Izuku felt like he is about to cry. After a few seconds though, the door opened back up. Oh, the door's open. Go ahead and do your task. I'll go to do my other ones. Ochako almost left, but they felt their walkie-talkies go off. Body found. Head back to the beginning immediately or you will get voted off. A voice said on the walkie-talkie. Looks like we gotta head back. Come on, Midoriya. Ochako stared to walk back to the cafeteria. Are right behind you. Izuku followed her to the cafeteria where everyone else was waiting for. Where? A guy in a yellow suit asked. It was the captain's body. Found him in admin. A guy in a purple suit said. Do you know who did it? A girl in a white suit asked. No, there wasn't anyone near there, the purple suit said. Maybe you self-reported. Bakugo accused. He's putting the blame on someone else. Izuku realized. But he couldn't say anything. He had a mission to do after all. What? That's ridiculous. The purple suit said, acting nervous. You say there was nobody there, but you reported the body. Seems something that an imposter would do to throw off suspicion from themselves, Bakugo explained. Gee, that's ridiculous. Don't listen to him. The purple guy tried to convince the others, but they seemed fooled by Bakugo. Everyone used the tablet on the table to vote. Izuku didn't feel right about this, so he pressed to skip. Ochako saw this and smiled. She also pressed skip cause she didn't feel right about this neither. The votes were tallied and purple had the most votes. The floor underneath him opened up and he went down and it shot him into space. Izuku was horrified. Everyone could see the guy with the purple suit outside in space. All right, back to your task. We still have one more imposter here, Bakugo announced, and he went off and so did everyone else. Midoriya, are you all right? Ochako noticed that Izuku hadn't moved. I don't know. What if he was innocent? Izuku questioned despite knowing the answer. Story continues below. Ochako gave him a pat on the back to calm him down. Hey, it's all right. We will get through this together. Come on, let's go do our tasks now. Ochako grabbed his hand and led him towards admin. He was lucky that she couldn't see his blush. They quickly arrived at admin since it was close by. Ochako took out her card and swiped it, completing her task. Izuku took a look at his fake takes and he has swipe card on his list. Only there was one problem. He didn't have a card. Your turn, Midoriya. Ochako stepped back so he could swipe. I forgot my card. Izuku lied. Oh, no problem. I've done that before. You can just use mine. Ochako handed him her card so he could swipe. Before? You mean this isn't your first time? Izuku questioned as he swiped the card. Yep, my third time. I assume this is your first. Ochako took her card back. Yep, sure is. Izuku didn't totally lie. It was his first time here. I got one last task. Want to come along with me? Ochako was enjoying his company. Can I ask you something first? Izuku felt like he needed to answer. Go ahead and ask away, Ochako says. Why do you trust me so much? I could be the imposter for all you know. Izuku hoped that this wouldn't give his position away. Because I trust you. You seem like a nice guy, Midoriya. I don't think someone like you can be a murderer. That's why I know you aren't an imposter, Ochako explained. Izuku wanted to say it, he wanted to admit everything right there to her. She deserves the truth, but he couldn't. If he did, he could very well get himself and Bakugo killed. Thank you, Uraraka. I trust you as well. Izuku really did. Even though he is supposed to kill her, he just couldn't. He just hoped Bakugo would. In fact, he decided he wouldn't let her. He would try to keep her alive and complete the mission. But how do I do that? I think if I just come clean, I can convince her to hide in me and Bakugo. Izuku decided to tell her. You, Uraraka, I need to tell you something. Izuku stopped right before leaving the admin room. What's up? Ochako stopped to face him just outside the room. I'm sorry, but I'm the... The door suddenly closed in their faces before Izuku could finish. Midoriya, Ochako banged on the door. Uraraka, are you alright? Izuku knew Bakugo did this. He just hoped he wasn't on the other side. He heard something. He turned around and he found Bakugo crawling out of the vent to the room. Kachan. Izuku was glad he was here. That meant he didn't kill Ochako. You fucking useless piece of shit. Bakugo immediately punched him to the ground. Ow, what was that for? Izuku rubbed his face. You're fucking up our mission. I saw you and that pink-suited person go in the room together and I even closed the door. Why the hell is she still alive? Bakugo was clearly pissed off. Story continues below. But, no. Now listen to me, I've killed everyone else already. The closest body is in storage. Let her find the body, then we will vote her out. Then we will have succeeded and we will go back. Do I make myself fucking clear? Bakugo was not kidding around with him. Izuku nodded. He was scared of him right now. Good. I'm leaving. Make sure it's done. Bakugo left through the vent. Izuku stood up and the door opened back up. Ochako ran straight in and hugged Izuku. Midoriya, I was so scared. I thought one of us would die. Ochako was crying but Izuku couldn't tell. I'm fine, Uraraka. We are both fine. Izuku hugged her back. I'm glad. That was really scary. Are you good to continue with our task? Ochako let go of him. Why, yeah, I am. Izuku knew he didn't have a choice. He was going to have to get her killed. Izuku took the lead and he led her straight to the storage room and they reported the body. He and Ochako arrived before Bakugo. Hey Midoriya, you know whoever arrives is the imposter. Ochako shared her idea with Izuku. Yeah, I guess so. Izuku agreed. They watched as Bakugo came into the room. Ochako immediately voted for him and vice versa. So it was you, huh? Ochako stared him down. I don't know what you mean, Pinky. Bakugo taunted him. Don't play dumb. We know you are the imposter. It's only us three left, so that proves it. Ochako gave him a slug look that he couldn't see. And tell me why it wasn't Deku. Bakugo looked at Izuku. Deku? Who's Deku? Ochako questioned. Him. Bakugo pointed straight at Izuku, who was sweating nervously. It's a nickname, Izuku confessed to her. Because he's been with me almost all the time. He has had plenty of chances to kill me but he didn't. And, wait, nickname. Why you mean you two know each other? Ochako was starting to catch on. Quote dot 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 dot. Yeah, we do. Izuku knew she was putting two and two together. Ochako then had the realization. She now knew Izuku was also an imposter. Midoriya. How could you? Ochako was crying from the betrayal. I'm so sorry Uraraka. Izuku was now crying as well. So that means everyone including the guy we voted out was innocent. Ochako asked. Yep, that's right. You really helped us out. Bakugo was enjoying this. Quote dot dot dot. Midoriya, are you really going to vote me out? Are you really going to kill me? After everything we have done here together. Ochako cried at him. Uraraka, deku, do it. Bakugo turned the voting tablet to him. But you know what happens if you don't. If you skip I'll kill you both. And if you vote me out, the agency will find you and kill you eventually Deku. Do it. Bakugo wasn't lying. There was no way Izuku would get away with voting out Bakugo. Midoriya, please do the right thing. Ochako yelled at him hoping he would make the right decision. Izuku pressed the vote button. He watched as Bakugo floated into space. He saw Bakugo flip him off. Midoriya, Ochako said as she stood behind him. Yeah, Izuku didn't have the courage to face her. He had betrayed her trust. He felt like voting himself out. Are you going to kill me now? Ochako questioned him. She watched as Izuku took out a knife and gun and threw them in a corner. No, I can't do that. But if you want to you can kill me, I won't put up a fight. Izuku sat down and hugged his knees tightly. I'm not going to do that. Did you kill anyone or was it all that guy's doing? Ochako sat down beside him. I swear I didn't kill anyone. Kachan did all of that himself. I never wanted to kill anyone from the start. I understand if you don't trust me anymore. Izuku began to cry once more into his knees. Ochako patted him on the back. Okay, I believe you. Ochako was now smiling. But I was supposed to kill you and I betrayed your trust. Izuku didn't understand why she was still believing in him after everything. Because you could have gotten rid of me right then and there. And you didn't. And honestly I don't think you would kill anyone. I still trust you. Ochako meant every word. Thank you Uraraka. That means a lot to me. Izuku meant that. What are you going to do now though? We don't land for another 2 days and our communication is down. Ochako didn't mind him staying. I don't know. I guess just wait till we land I guess. Izuku knew he was dead. He just had to make sure Ochako wasn't near him when they come for him. That's fine. Anyway, I told you I had one last task. It's in the oxygen room, so come on. Ochako helped him up and they walked to the oxygen room. Once I fix these wires we will have oxygen again. Then we won't have to wear these suits anymore. Ochako began to fix the wires. After doing so she closed the wire panel and oxygen filled the entire space shuttle. Ochako undid her helmet straps and took off her helmet letting her head feel the air. Much better. Ochako wiped off some sweat on her head. Izuku blushed. Holy crap, she's pretty. Izuku tried to stay calm. Aren't you going to take your helmet off? Ochako questioned him. Oh, all right. Izuku was so busy looking at her that he forgot. He undid his helmet as well and took it off, letting his green hair flow. Green hair. That's pretty cool. Ochako complimented him, just making him blush even more. Thank you. Izuku was embarrassed. I'm going to take a shower. You can wait for me in medbay. Ochako walked away from him towards the showers. It was official. Izuku was in love. I had to play Among Us several times for this. And we got a long chapter, so you better have liked it or I will call you Seuss and get you voted out without proof.
Finally, we can relate. Our side by side, this is vain. I knew all along we'd find some way to communicate.